Hi Pisces, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for your support on this channel. Let's go ahead and dive in. I'm feeling called to the tea leaf right off the bat for you. Messages for the Pisces. Muddled, unclear thinking. Something could require a kind of larger perspective view of something. Don't get lost in the details. You might have like Virgo. We are entering Virgo season, but Virgo energy, Mercury is still currently retrograde, so you could be confused about things, but it will move more direct in September. Maybe in regards to an announcement that's being made or some kind of news, something about success, or maybe like a way to success. Pisces, whoops. Pisces, messages for the Pisces. So it's important that you're leaning upon this fox energy, quietly observing things, kind of like stalking your prey type vibes a bit, especially in relationships, maybe in a career that you're currently in. Perhaps this could be important as well. Just give me a moment. Oops, sorry. Okay, and there could be some kind of inheritance or finances headed your way as well. Let's get you best. I never use, I gotta move my decks around so they're fresh to my eyes, right? So I notice them, but I'm sure everything has the divine reason for where it's at. Let's see, what should we do? I'm feeling called to the wisdom. Pisces, most important vital messages for Pisces, people and placements. Never-ending story, interesting. This could be in relationships, mindsets about relationships, ways that you communicate in relationships. There's some kind of deep knowing that you understand. A lot of Gemini energy here. Local community, commuting, vehicles, commerce, data, gathering information, communicating, socializing is important. This could be specifically in real estate and marriage matters or business contracts. Yeah. Maybe there's a new relationship entering your life as well. Messages for Pisces. Best advice for the Pisces people and placements. Thank you. Peppers. Okay, this is about establishing boundaries, understanding that sometimes you've got to bring a bit of that heat to your life so that if they can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen type vibe, right? So let's get you best advice from this deck as well. Pisces, most important vital advice. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Your life is a canvas. You could be realizing how important and powerful Pisces minds can be. Pisces rules the last zodiac sign of basically everything that before it comes into form is in Pisces world. Before there's a big boom or a bang, before it manifests into reality. Let's go ahead and read star bathing for you. The stars are constantly showering emanations on the crystalline grid of Earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many star seeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally, to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. And all the information is stored in the crystalline grid. If you pull this card, you may be called to begin working with stars or crystalline grids of the Earth. Some people believe the crystalline grid of Earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. I'm not sure exactly what this divine crystalline grid is, but you might be called to ley lines as well. Maybe astrocartography to understand where you should live best to activate your highest potential, your most healing, staying away from areas that are not so gracious for you. You may be guided to journey to particular places on Earth to unlock these cosmic codes in your presence. You may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the crystalline grid of Earth, either in your hometown by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. It can also mean that your light body or the energy body in its highest form is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. I am kind of curious about if anything in this deck is going to come out for you, Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Any messages? Important, vital. Career. Okay, to legacy, long-term planning, destiny, where you're going. Virgo, yeah, definitely work matters or health matters. Maybe there's a divine kind of improvement in, at this time. We are entering Virgo kind of energy now as we move into September, but also kind of purification, kind of, I don't know, like something about virginity here, something about cleanliness, purification, maybe in regards to your health in general. Virgo rules medicine in general, so there could be an improvement in your daily routine. So let's go ahead and see. Pisces, messages for the Pisces. Yeah, lightning, beautiful. I like that card. Beautiful. You can see how this white, and that's going to lead you to success. You see how the whiteness of this egg that's in the center is kind of being wrapped and protected by the snake, which can rule medicine as well. It's on the caduceus, right? And then we have it connecting with the beautiful like light from this guaranteed success. Beautiful energy. Something could be destined to happen here as well. I'm going to read that card for you. I feel very drawn to it. And I almost pulled Virgin's Milk there. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's see, lightning. We could read Virgin's Milk if you want. Let's see. Actually, I'm kind of curious now if I find it. Let me pause this while I look. Okay, it was very easy actually. Let's see, 167. You just got to take a break though sometimes, right? If you think it'll take a minute, if you think it'll take an hour, it takes a minute. If you think it'll take a minute, it takes an hour. Innocence, naivety, and purity. In alchemy, lac virginis is a mystical substance supposedly coming from the virgin's breast. The alchemist asks, how can it be? How can milk come from one not carrying a child? That is precisely the nuanced teaching of lac virginis when studied as an alchemical concept. It points to a lack of awareness or experience that the alchemist would rather not reveal. Yes, this milky substance is a symbol of purity and innocence, but its shadowed side is naivety and even denial. When the virgin's milk appears, discernment and honesty must be applied to the work. In something being glossed over, rushed, or presented as perfect, there are likely complexities that need to be addressed so the alchemist can gain maturity to handle what's next. Okay. Watch the movie The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Patience as the Remedy. Yeah, there is something about patience, I'd say, here. Because Virgo, with Mercury going more direct later in September, after that, Virgo new moon on September 2nd, you'll gain more clarity later kind of vibe. The lac virginis archetype can be seen in child prodigies and those expected to grow up too quickly. It is remedied by admitting exactly where you are, humor and humility itself. Just one drop of lac virginis can be medicinal. It is to help the alchemist act as if. So know the right measure, the right chemistry, and beautiful energy there. Like, so there is something about acting as if. I like that law of assumption. Let's go ahead and see lightning. 109, amen. So there's definitely some kind of divine guidance, higher understanding, higher wisdom that can really allow you to make the right choices. Oh, 109, okay. Sorry. Perfectionism, facade, and hesitation. This stage of leucosis is a complex topic in alchemy. On the one hand, it represents purification of the materials. On the other hand, it is the phase in which the alchemist may mistake the work as complete. On the surface, everything seems perfect, pristine, well thought through, and quite complete. In actuality, the alchemist has been tricked by the own facade of perfection. When work has already begun, righteousness and fear are great errors of leucosis. This card reminds us to get our hands dirty, that no one is separate from or above anyone else. Rather, every alchemist is a kid in the laboratory tinkering away with elements of their life. So, I mean, staying flexible, staying mutable, which you're perfect at, right? Pisces is very adaptable in the emotional sense, being adaptable in every sense, logically, getting your hands dirty, understanding that you're not going to know everything, but it's fun to try, right? Throw mud at the ground, right? Just get dirty in there, just get in there, right? Don't quote me on that. No more fretting over your next move, fearing how others will perceive you. It's time to crack open, become who you really are. The world needs your true colors. Look at the Brancusi sculpture Newborn from 1915 and The Wisdom of Dawn. Beautiful. Leucosis is related to the alchemical operation of calcinatio. If these cards appear together, it is a sign that things may have calcified, implying a kind of buildup of rigidity. And so there is that need to crack, right? It's ready to break open into a new paradigm shift, right? We are entering new beginnings and new eras as Pluto moves into Aquarius for the next 20 years. And then we have Saturn and Neptune, which I believe will enter Aries, which can represent the first astrological cycle kind of vibes in 2025. So the blank canvas is a great example of leucosis. It's terrifying to start for fear of making a mistake. Today is the day. Make a mark, begin the work. Okay. Beautiful. I think we're going to get you a piece of advice like I did for Aries, finishing with this reading. Best advice for Pisces, most important advice. 3 of Gifts, okay. Collaborating with maybe in a grounded sense, in a long-term security sense, one that doesn't bring burdens perhaps. I don't like how so many cards came out. It's hard to read. I will be right back. Alrighty, so lucky me, this is still recording because it's been a little bit. But anyways, let's finish off your reading. Let's go ahead and see. I'm thinking a Cali is what I'm feeling. Messages for the Pisces, most important. Durga Kali, okay. Or Kalika, sorry. Interesting. A new gateway opening up here. Oops, wrong book. Something about tapping more into your assertiveness. Let's see, 11. She is fierce divine justice and the unyielding resolution in favor of the light. She is every method and means necessary to ensure success for the soul. She is the unexpected victory arising at the very moment when all seems lost, transforming tragedy into triumph. She is our spiritual sun, our light, and our ever-radiant reminder that from darkest night a new dawn always arises. Dare to trust more in your faith than in your fear. For every problem that can arise, there are many more divine solutions unfolding, even now. So let's go ahead and get some messages from here for Pisces. Yeah, so it's important that you relax into knowing that you remember things. Maybe there's cycles and decisions that have to be closed for your higher self activation type vibes. Maybe something made you feel rejected. It could have had a lack of passion or love. This could have been a relationship, marriage, but you could need to receive some kind of transcendence. Make sure you're operating from a calm place. Be in more of a receptive mode. Don't take action at this time. Maybe messages for the Pisces, most important. Different perspective, hangman energy here, which is also a Pisces card. So I'm going to pull one of these as well. Pisces, most important vital advice for Pisces. Thank you. Pumpkin here. Okay. It's kind of giving me like Joker vibes, because I think the Joker calls Harley Quinn pumpkin or something. 30, or maybe it's pudding. But let's go ahead and find 30. Okay. Okay, prosperity, protection, and fertility, uncaging the spirit within thou, the fertile power you hold to taste your buttery velvet upon the tongue as a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. So maybe something about eating better as well. I'm making spaghetti right now myself with meatballs, so that could be an idea. Pumpkins have been a tradition for Samhain hundreds and hundreds of years. Jack-o'-lanterns were carved to scare away the ghosts and goblins that were said to roam the streets on Samhain. Carving jack-o'-lanterns originally began with a variety of root vegetables, from turnips to potatoes. Pumpkins became the preferred method of the abundance for space for carving, and there was always plenty left over to fashion into dinner, desserts, or drinks. Pumpkin is more than a scare tool for the witch, however. It is a symbol of protection, fertility, and abundance. The pumpkin represents the power of the womb, so it's no surprise that its color corresponds with the color of the sacral chakra, and its size is a symbol of prosperity, having enough to go around. You have pulled pumpkin today because you are protected and safe from harm. There is a presence around you, keeping the scary things away from your front door. You can rest easy knowing your back is guarded. This card can also mean taking steps to keep negative people out of your life. You may need to reduce the amount of time you spend in some relationships or set some firm boundaries. Doing so allows you to put more energy into where it's needed most, and for your high divine purpose, your most divinely guided purpose for God and everything like that too, if you believe in that. But I think I'm going to end it there. I hope you liked this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Thank you. Take care.